Hello everybody, welcome back to Simulated Heaven, and we are back in Game Stock Car Extreme. I'm showing you guys a replay of a race that I just did. This is at a new track that I recently found, in fact I found it today, called Carolina Motorsports Park. I've never heard of this circuit before. I thought I would try it out. I'm in the Opala 86, which is a new version of the Opala with a bit more grunt, which I believe they brought out a few months ago, something like that. Now, the primary reason that I wanted to make this video is to update you guys on the whole Reiza Studios crowdfunding stuff, and then after that I will talk about my views on this car and this track and all that other good stuff. By the way, this is a 7-lap race. I'd only been practicing this for like half an hour. I'm not very good. I just went into a race just to have a bit of fun and help me learn the track a bit further. Yeah, so Reiza Studios, so far I've done amazing. I have to say, I've been really impressed. There have been a lot of people in the community, the sim racing community, that have been working hard to try to raise awareness. You know, there's a lot of love in the community for Reiza Studios. A lot of people love the work they've done, what they've managed to do on a very, very tight budget, with a very old engine, and they've still made one of the best sim racing games out there. So there's a lot of love in the community for these guys. They are, you know, clearly they know what they are doing. If you can look past the graphics in this game, some of the cars in this game are some of the best I've ever seen in sim racing. Certainly the Formula V, love the Formula V. I could drive the Formula V all day and all night. I've always enjoyed those kind of single-seater, lightweight, low downforce, low grip vehicles. Like in iRacing, I used to love the Skip Barber and the Spec Racer Ford and stuff like that. So the Formula V is just a perfect example of that kind of vehicle, and it's amazing. Also, I believe, is it the Formula V12 they call it? Basically, it's like a late 80s, early 90s, their version of the F1 car from around that time. I mean, that car is amazing. So fast, so powerful, so crazy. It's got so much grip, so fast. The engine sound is like one of the best I've ever heard. So yeah, this is why there's a lot of love for Reiza. And everyone is hoping in the community, and let's change the view for a bit. Everyone is hoping in the community that this will help them to propel them further, like to help them to increase the speed development. I think a lot of people are very excited to see more and more new stuff from Reiza. They've obviously so far had a great track record on quite a low budget. So yeah, and I think as well, lots of people kind of have assumed that the stadium truck and the rally cross, they're kind of assuming that they need to get pretty much to the 77,000 mark in order for those to actually happen. And lots of people are very excited by that, including myself, so we're all kind of crossing our fingers. Yeah, we are. We're all crossing our fingers, hoping for the best. Yeah. So there you go. I'll put a link in the description for this, the whole Reiza crowdfunding thing. If you haven't yet looked at it, I highly recommend you go and have a look. If you've never played any of their games, there's actually a demo on their website for this game. Go, have a look, try it out, and you'll see what all the fuss is about. Anyway, moving on. Now this Opala 86, it is really fun. It's got a bit more power than the regular Opala. It's not the kind of car I'm very good at driving. I'm usually not very good at these kind of old school, lots of power kind of cars, but I was having lots of fun, and I have to say that the track surprised me a lot. When I found this track, like I said earlier, I'd never heard of this track, but I thought that I would give it a go, and I am really happy that I did. It's a really fun track. It kind of reminds me of some other American tracks that I've raced in the past, but it flows really, really nicely. It's a fairly hard track. It's quite a challenging track, but it's kind of well balanced. I really hate it when there's a track that just puts loads of crazy corners in just for the sake of making it really hard. This track has got a really good balance, a challenge, but yet it still flows and feels like a really nice track. So yeah, I found this on the race department website under the mod section for this game. I will, as always, put a link in the description, and I would highly recommend you guys go and try this out. Have any of you guys actually heard of this track? Because I'm kind of thinking this is not a very heard of track. Like, I've certainly, in all of the years I've been racing in games, I don't ever remember hearing the name of this track. So I would also love to know if any of you guys have heard of it as well. But yeah, I would highly recommend you go and check out this amazing track. Of course, it's a modded track, so you can't expect it's going to be graphically as good as a Reiza track. But you know, I think for a modded track, they've done an amazing job. I mean, I think it looks pretty good, but the main thing is how it drives, and I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to be racing various vehicles, I think, around this track in the next few weeks. As you can see, I finally managed to overtake that guy, but it was not for much use because I believe in a lap or so I spin out. Like I said, I'm really not very good with these cars. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with forcing you to watch the whole of this race. It was not a very serious race. There you have it. It was even half a lap. It was not a very serious race. You know, like I said, it was just a way of helping me to carry on learning this track. I tend to do quite a lot of offline races and quite a lot of races that I don't really take that seriously. I just do them for fun. Of course, if you have any specific questions about anything that I've talked about in this video, you can leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you. As always, guys, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.